Hey guys, welcome to the new video. And in this video, we are going to discuss what is HTTP and how HTTP works, and what is the difference between HTTPS and HTTP, and what is the major role of HTTP that we supposed to use, and all those things we are going to see discuss in this video. And HTTP is nothing but it's a protocol for fetching resources. I mean, if we want to fetch some data from the server, means the protocol that we should follow is HTTPS. The difference between HTTP and HTTPS is HTTP with encryption and verification is called as HTTPS. Basically, HTTPS is very secure than HTTP. That's what the HTTPS has evolved from the HTTP. That this is the reason that HTTPS is more secure, and so that the data transfer between the client and the server is more encrypted and verified. That what HTTPS is very safe. And HTTPS is very safe for our websites, and this is what the difference between HTTPS and HTTP. And HTTP is nothing but a protocol. Protocol means rules. These rules should be followed while connecting to the remote server. I mean, whenever the request is sent from the client, I mean from the browser or a postman or any other software, the client, the messages that the request sent from the client should use this protocol to connect to the remote server. I mean server, remote server and server, both terms are same. And this protocol should be followed while connecting to the remote server. That's what I'm trying to say. And it must not be a HTML document, because different server give different results in different data exchange format. I mean, here I said HTML documents, but not all servers will respond in a HTML document. Some servers respond in JSON, some servers respond in XML, and but most 95 percentage of the server responds in JSON. JSON is a popular text exchange format which is used in most of the web servers. And here I said, for example, I said HTML documents, but we have lot of exchange data exchange formats, um, which servers supposed to respond in such a format. And here I said HTML document, and there are a lot of data exchange formats such as JSON, XML, and so on. Okay. And the client and server communicates by messages. What is mean by messages? The messages sent from the client is called as request. This is what request. The message for the reply for that message for that request is sent from the server is called as a response. I hope you understood, but this is a little bit confusing. But the message from the client, I mean, the request is sent from the client. After the request has accepted by the server, the message that sent after the reply that sent from the server is called as a response. This is how the verb works. Basically, HTTP is a protocol that should be followed between this request and response. Okay. Once this is called the client might be anything like browser, laptop, and postman is a tool which can be used to make HTTP request. And also we can also make request from the terminal, shell, or anything. Okay, anything the software that sends the request to the server is called as a client. Okay. And the server is nothing but a cloud or anything that gives the response to our request. Okay. The request is sent from the client, and the response is getting from the server. And this request is also a message, and this response is also a message. The message that sent from the client is called as a request, and the reply that sent from the server is called as a response. This is what request and response. Okay. And here you can see how the typical request looks like. Okay. And for the time, you just ignore what is this get. And get is nothing but we have different types of request. Okay, like get, put, post, delete, all those things, we have different types of request. Ignore this thing, we will talk about this. And this is how the typical client request looks like. Okay. And you can see the get is nothing but it's a method. I'll talk about a bit later. And this is path. Path is basically you can we have different type of pages in our website, so that we can set all those pages in a different path. Okay. After that, we have a protocol, HTTP. Here we are using HTTP protocol, and slash 1.1 is the version of the protocol. Okay. And host is nothing but a where the request is sent from. Here, we said developer.mozilla.org, but it basically denotes our IP. If you are sending request from our terminal, means it will show our IP address from the where it basically denotes where the request is coming from. Okay. That is what the host means. And these are all the accept language for, I don't know what about this, but we have typically have some of the things included with this request, and how the server responds for this request. And I have note down. And you can see that here also, HTTP, and also the version of the HTTP is showing. And also we have status code. you know keep it in keep this in mind. We will talk about this later, how server responds to our request. And this is what the status message also is attached with it. And okay means, yeah, it's successful. Okay. And we have date, server, lost, modified, and all those things have. And content type, we have HTML. This server response in HTML, uh, text formatting, data exchange format. And this server responds in HTML format. Okay. Some server might give a response in JSON. Some server might give a response in XML. And we have a lot of data exchange formats. And if you are interested, you can go and Google and take a look into it. And basically, I've already said, you can see that this is a get request, right? In websites, you can think, but you can, let's say, if you are going to you can imagine that you are going to a Facebook website. Okay. Think about it. There, what are the things that you are going to do in your Facebook account? You will just scroll and see the videos. This is called the get method. Basically, it is getting the data from the server, and rendering in the screen. This is that belongs to get request. And if you are uploading a post, or if you are, let's say, if you are posting a photo or a video or anything, that is called as a post method. Okay. We have lot of methods in HTTP and HTTPS, both are same. Anyway, HTTPS is secure. Okay. We have get, post, put, and delete. These are the most commonly used uh, methods by the developers. And other than that, we have add, connect, trace options. A lot of methods are there. If you're interested, you can go and Google it. But the most important four methods are get, post, put, and delete. Basically, the technical person will called as a CRUD operation. CRUD means create, read, update, and delete. Okay. For creating, we can use post method. Okay. To create, for example, let's say if you are posting a photo or a video in a Facebook, means if you click, if what you guys will do, you will just upload a photo or a video. After that, you will click that button, post button. After you click that button, what will happen means, it will create the and that button is response to create a post method. It will send a post method to the server to save your video or a photo whatever you uploaded. Okay, this is called to create a new post. You can use post method. Okay, then we have get method. Get method is basically used to get the data from the server. Okay, and put method is used to edit the data that already we created in the server. Okay, for let's say you have uploaded a video. So sorry, you have uploaded a dp picture, means it is saved in the server, right? And after that you want to change your dp, means if you go to Facebook and then create. Okay, and then create, and then you want to change, you might want to change the dp, means you will edit the dp, and on that time you will, the developers will use put method. Put method is basically used to edit the data that already we have on server, right? And this is what the put method is used to. And delete, as it suggests, it is used to delete the data that is already saved in the server. Okay, these are the most important used concepts, used methods in http, and every developer should know. It is a must, 200% that every developer should know. These are the most used http methods, and this is what you can see, that it is a get request. It gets the slash path. Slash path means it is getting the home page. Slash means home page. Okay, and what let's see what the response is. It gives the status code, right? Every server response in terms of gives response in terms of status code. You should know what is 200 means. It is a success status code. Okay, 200 to 299, it is a success status code. And 200 to 200 means it have a different meaning. 201 means it has a different meaning. 200 to 200 to 200 to 299 to 200 and 299, we have a different meaning for that every single status code. Okay, and you can see that I've listed the response code here. First, 100 to 199, it denotes the server is processing the request. Okay, once you raise a request to the server, means it gives 100 to 199 status code while the request is processing. Okay, and after the successful response, after the response you got from the server, it will denote 200 to 299. That's why here you got a 200 status code. It means it is successful. Anything the number between the 200 to 299, it denotes that the request is successful. And after that, 300, the status code between the 300 to 399 denotes it is a redirection. It is redirecting your request to somewhere. Okay, and 400 to 499 means it denotes the client error. You might entered the wrong url and or a wrong input, whatever. The error, as it is a client error. Okay, basically it is a browser error, or let's say if the user is initiating the request, means it is the user error. Okay, and if the status code is between 500 to 599, means it's server error. Okay, you can't do anything about it, because it is a server error. Okay, and this is the basic idea about how the server responds to your request. The typical server gives response in terms of response code. Okay, you can see that here. This is the server response for this request, and you can see that it says 200 means it is successful. Anything the code between the 200 to 299, it is successful. Okay, and also it says okay, it is successful. And this is what, um I hope you guys all understood the concept of http, and also how the server responds. And all those things. If you didn't understand, you please go through the video again and again so that you can understand, very deep. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.